obese, rotund, morbidly obese, just hugely obese, gigantic, any of those kind of adjectives. But I just wanted you to know that I know that I'm big, okay? Because the reason why I mention this is because it really annoys me when people are like, oh, you've put on a bit of weight. Well, thank you, Karen, because obviously looking in the mirror and seeing my clothes getting a bit intimate on me wasn't enough of an indication. But thank you, Karen, I do appreciate that. But, being a larger lady doesn't, there's some stigmas that come with it. Oh, I'm lazy. Oh, I am not lazy. She can't move. Look at these moves. I can move, thank you very much. But there's a couple of things that I want, a few tips for you, okay? When dealing with the larger species, all right? So tip number one is, when you see a big person, look at them, smile, and then go about your business. Now, what you don't want to do is this. Here's a couple options. One, don't triple take them. Don't gasp. Ooh. Don't do wide mouth and wide eyes. Don't cock your head back. And then don't go and look around the room for somebody else to tell them that you've just clocked a big lady over there. This is how it looks like when you put it all together. Does that look like you're a nice person? No, so don't do it. Okie dokie. Here's some compliments that aren't actually compliments. Oh, you've got a pretty face. This is the subtext behind this, okay? Wow, you've got a really fat and ugly body, but you've got a pretty face. Now the evidence to prove that is, why do you got to emphasise the face? No, not downwards, just the face is pretty. And why do you got to go up at the end? Another one that's not really a compliment is, oh, you're beautiful for a big girl. It's like you sound like David Attenborough out in the forest. Yes, she was a big girl, and she's in her natural habitat, eating left, right, and centre. What you could actually do is just this. Oh, you're pretty. Yeah. Give it a go, guys. 1, 2, 3. And you're beautiful. You're beautiful. Was that hard? Did you hurt yourselves? No. Anyway, the last thing that I'm going to just round this off with is this. As you can see, I am quite big, but I've actually lost 20 kilos. And don't gasp, because you might be thinking, jeepers, what did she look like before? I just looked as fabulous as I do now, thank you. But there was a couple of comments. One guy, as I was running getting fit, he was like, too much chicken and chips. I said, what is that? His wife was twice the size of me. He should be screaming that at her, and I'm not mean because I'm a Christian and I believe in loving people. But there's one other thing. If you do see people exercising, like I said, I can move, okay? I can move. Anyway, when you see people like see me when I hike up the peak a lot. And sometimes, like, I'm hiking up and people are like, oh, you go, girl, taking that big body up that hill. Good on you, girl. You know what? I just think when it comes to size dramas, just respect people, whatever size they are. Thank you.
Oh, please. Okay. A cappella. Songs through the era starting from 1930s to 2020. And you've only got 1 minute and a half to complete this. No pressure. No pressure.
Summertime and the living is easy. Black coffee, love's a hand-me-down broom. I wanna be evil, I wanna spit tax. I wanna be evil and cheat at jacks. Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. Ooh, nerves. Jolene, 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 unchain my heart, baby, let me be. I'll tell you what you what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really wanna sing a song. Who let the dogs out?
Ooh, roof, 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 roof.
Who let the dogs out?
Roof, roof, roof,
I got a feeling
ooh,
that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. Titanium, you shoot me down, but I won't fall. Now watch me whip, now watch me nay-nay. Now watch me whip, whip, now watch me nay-nay. Savage love, did somebody break your heart? Looking like an angel, but you're savage love. I did it. Very generous, guys, thank you.
All right, drum roll, please. All right, multi-characters, and 1.5 minutes.
Okay, so I really like playing multi-characters on stage, but I actually do like playing different kinds of characters just on the streets, randomly, in random conversations. Like sometimes I just like to merge and morph into different, completely different people mid-sentence, you know, just to see their reaction. And I can tell you that sometimes they're just a little bit shocked and scared. But you know, that's just the way it is, because I think that's pretty awesome. You know what I mean? So, there's a couple of things that I want to show you. So when I approach characters, I like to find a vocal range. So I'll start low, oh, and I'll go up my range till it goes ah, and so I'll get him to show you what I do. So just tell me to stop wherever, okay? Oh.
Stop.
Oh, so this is the sound that comes out, and then I just turn it into some strange character. Now, the good thing is when you add a bit of quality to that vocal pitch. So one of my favourite people to play is my grandfather, Money. And so the quality that he has is, it's back in the throat, quite throaty. And, you know, sometimes when he talks, he whispers, "Kia ora whanau. So good to see you all tonight." And then sometimes when I go to play my grandmother, it's a little bit higher pitched, you know. And so the quality there is that it's sharp, it's plosive. And then that's how you kind of do that. Add a bit of quality, and then another thing is... Okay, and the other thing is just have different energy centers. I've got to just finish this off, okay? So energy centers is when you have like a particular energy in your body. So if it's from your nose and it's being pulled from a piece of string, it just guides you. If it's from your groin, maybe it's in your arms. We've seen those people walking around. Maybe it's in their hip. So whenever you are playing different characters, all you have to do is just kind of find different characteristics, find like a different quality pitch, and then find like a different quality to the voice. Ta-da!
Drum roll, please. Oh, okay. Dealing with relationships.
Okie dokie. I'm a bit puffed out. But last year, same time last year, I decided to give my skills a hand at writing a rap about relationships. That's right, rap. No, I will say that I don't actually know how to rap. I'm not a rapper, rap artist, you know, any of those things. And I don't even know how to construct rap. And I've actually had a lot of people tell me, you should never rap in public. So tonight, I'm going to become a rapper. And I'm going to rap for you all tonight.
Do you need a rap name?
I do need a rap name, actually.
I got it. Lady K Drama.
Lady K Drama. What do you think?
Yeah! Hit it, DJ! Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome y'all to the stage, Lady K Drama! Yeah, come on, people, put your hands in the air! Yeah, five, yeah! Just gotta spit out.
Real loyal, ambitious, and totally consistent like the Russian never clears up. I'll never disappear, I'll never give up. I'll believe her. But I got my visions cause I keep self-sabotaging. Cause every thought that have the capability to break me down. If I let it go and stop, if I let it go and check, then I let my mind go wild real quick. Know what to say,
But we say it.
know what we gotta do,
And then we do it.
know what we gotta work on.
And get it done.
Guess I'm over chasing anyone that doesn't wanna earn the love. Looking for that real kind of love, where my mind sees what it wants, and my heart knows what it wants. It took me so many mistakes to figure it out and lose myself, until I knew just what was right. No longer waste my time on jerks, place emotionally insecure, emotionally unavailable, unstable and it broke. I'm over the toxic dramas, the sadness, the awful seas of hyper dreams, the whispers of the sea, sensation telling lies fabricated by a stranger, pretending to be alone, but I made my love irrelevant. My vision's plenty clear, my words ain't rich. I now have been a very high size itch. Asking for my number and yearning for my time. Wondering if she knew me that they could be mine real quick. Know what to say,
But we say it.
know what we gotta do,
And get it done.
know what we gotta work on.
Get it done.
Just over chasing anyone that doesn't wanna earn the love. Looking for that real kind of love. But my mind sees what it wants, and my heart sees what it wants. Real quick, know what to say,
But we say it.
know what we gotta do,
And then we do it.
know what we gotta work on to get it done. I'm over chasing anyone that doesn't wanna earn the love. Looking for that real kind of love, where my mind sees what it wants, and my heart sees what it wants.
We're almost out of time. Now, why don't you tell this audience and myself who Kristyl Neho is?
Hi guys. I was actually brought up in Havelock North by my grandparents, Mani and Nancy Neho. I was raised in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And as Dan said, my three favourite passions are people, performing arts, and personal development. I think I really want to talk about my love of personal development because for me, I haven't had the easiest life. I'm not a rags to riches kind of story, I'm more like a grassroots. I've given it everything that I've got and yet I still struggle, but I love the fact that I just keep going anyway. So I went on this journey to do with personal development because I didn't really like who I was when I was quite young, and then my mum introduced me to good old Tony Robbins. And I went on this massive journey where I went to the Havelock North Library and the Hastings Library, and I basically read all the books on human psychology, human behaviour, self-help, and all of those kind of things. And I learned one thing when I was 21 years old. I didn't think I was beautiful at the time. And there was a lady called Lisa Hayes, and she had this book, and the exercise was, look in the mirror for 21 days and tell yourself you're beautiful 10 times a day. And I thought, let's give it a go. I'll give it a go. What have I got to lose? So day one, I was like, oh, didn't believe it. Day two, didn't believe it. 3, 4, 5. Come day 6 and day 7, I was like, maybe I can be beautiful. Because before that, I thought I needed to, if I lost a bit of weight, if my hair was long, if I had a bit more money, the right outfit. But it was on day 7, 6, 7 that I was like, I can be beautiful now. And so I went day 10, 11, 12, and I never went up to 21. So since I was 21 and I'm 38 now, I've always thought I was beautiful no matter what size I am. And so why I bring this up is because I have a 6-year-old daughter, and so I started doing that work with her when she was 2 years old. We'd sit in front of the mirror and I'd say, I am beautiful, and we would repeat it over and over and over. So by the time she was 5, she knew she was beautiful, but she didn't know why she was saying it. But then one time I said, what's that ugly thing next to you? She was like, I'm not ugly. And I was like, oh no, I meant that thing next to you. She was like, but I'm not ugly. I said, well, what are you? She goes, I'm beautiful. I was like, oh, cool. And it was only this year that I said to her, I said, do you think you're beautiful? She goes, I am beautiful. I said, do you know that other people don't think they're beautiful? She was like, why? I said, well, why do you think you're beautiful? She was like, oh, because I tell myself a lot. I said, sometimes people don't get to tell themselves that. She's like, oh, that's really sad.
So I run this program called Confident Me, which builds confidence in children. And sometimes the expectation is that I'm going to have 20 hours with a 9-year-old child with a group of 15. They're going to come to my class for 20 hours, and then it's going to be a transformative kind of a program. And it doesn't work like that. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, my call to action is that whenever you want to make changes in your life, whenever you want to change your habits and create new kind of pathways for yourself, it's never going to happen overnight. It's going to be an ongoing process. So that's all I wanted to say. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou.